David, the Association of Private English Teachers in Spain is not only natives, but also Spanish people. Anyone who has studied 4 years minimum how to teach English can be a member. People who cannot be members are, anyone who has a 90-day certificate in teaching English, or someone who has no certificate. Just being a native doesn't make you a professor. You might be the best teacher on the planet, but if you didn't study at the university, you can't be what we call a professor. Maybe you've studied all the books of dentistry, but if you haven't gone to dentistry school, legally, you cannot call yourself a dentist. You agree with that? Well, it's the same with English teachers, okay? If you haven't studied it at a university, you cannot say professor. At the same time, we're going to charge more money than people who are not professors. We're going to charge between 25 and 35, 40 euros an hour. In Murcia, we get 42 euros an hour. In other big cities like Madrid and Barcelona. We've noticed that people who have studied how to teach English at a university for 4 years, a higher percentage of their students pass the official exams the first time. I'm talking about Cambridge and Trinity, TOEFL, Escuela Oficial de Idiomas. It's a fact. There's no need to discuss it with me. It's a fact. Now, should they charge more than the people who have a lower success rate? Of course. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that someone who didn't go to college can't do as good a job, but they can do what they want. But what we're trying to do is, if you're a professor and you've studied, we want to give you a certificate that says you're a professor, a logo, a sticker that people will know means quality, and therefore you'll charge more. People who don't have the sticker could charge as much. They could do whatever they want, and they can call themselves professors all day. We do not own that word. Okay. In Spain, if you say you're a dentist, it's illegal. They'll put you in jail if you haven't studied dentistry. But anyone can say they're a professor, because that word has very little meaning in this country. Okay, in other countries, to say professor in an advertisement, you really need to have those 4 years, but not Spain. Spain is different, okay? But the organization, the Association of English Teachers, includes Spanish people and natives, because many Spanish people have studied for 4 years in Murcia, for example, or Madrid, how to teach English, or they studied in London or California, okay? Why can't they be members? They can. We're not looking down our shoulder at them and saying because we're natives, we are better teachers. That's bullshit. They might be excellent teachers also, okay? And I'll be with you in a second. Okay, yeah, I'm in Campo Amor now at the beach. Really, I can't see too well without the glasses. I've been in the sun. But anyway, if you are interested in becoming a member of the Association of English Teachers, private English teachers, we're not looking at English teachers who teach kids in the Maristes or at the university. People who give private classes. How can you get more money if you're already doing a better job? Well, you could charge more, but if you really did go to a university 4 years or more, call yourself a professor, take our certificate. It costs you nothing to join. We'll send you the sticker for free. The idea is that we are making the market. When I got to Spain 30 years ago, I remember teaching English, and people paid me very little money, less than the cleaning lady per hour, and they only paid me when they came to class. If they couldn't come, they didn't call, they didn't pay. They treated me like a doormat. And I decided after 2 years of that to make the market. I said, I have some screw you money in my pocket. People have to pay me at the beginning of the month, according to how many classes they're going to have. Let's look at the calendar. 8, 9, whatever. If there's a holiday on the day of your class, you'll have it on another day, and you've got to do it, and you've got to pay in advance. If you're not going to come, call me 2 hours in advance, and you'll have the class another day, and you've got to do it. That way my income went up. The bank lent me money so I could get married, have kids, have a mortgage, and live a life. Okay? And people got better English from me because they had to come to class. They learned more, they passed more, and they told their friends about me. And I think I made the market. Now, I'm not egotistical, but today we are 37 teachers in 6 centers in Inglés Garantizado in Murcia and Campo Amor in the summer, and 107 other teachers who work privately in Murcia, not with Inglés Garantizado, are also charging the same price per hour. Okay? It is normal today in Murcia that when you have an English teacher for private classes, you pay at the beginning of the month for the whole month by looking at the calendar. And if you're not going to go to class, call your teacher 2 hours before and have the class another day. But you can't go to the next month and say, because I missed a class, I'll pay you less. When you start missing classes, you're never going to learn English, and the student will turn around and tell friends that you're the bad teacher. So to protect your reputation, make sure they recuperate those classes. These are the rules of being a professor. Well, you get more money, but you got to do a better job. According to the statistics, people who've studied for 4 years how to teach English are doing a lot better in preparing students for the official exams. This is a fact. Again, we do not need to argue about it. When my son needed classes in German and he had to pass B2, I had a choice between someone who said, I'm a professor, and someone who really was a professor. The one who said he was a professor had never studied anything at university, but was from Germany and spoke German very well and followed the book very well. The other one had a 5-year university degree in Germany in teaching German, perfectly bilingual, and had super methodology. Okay, my son was with the cheaper one for about 4 months and failed. 2 months later, with the other one, he passed. Okay, the proof is in the pudding. The people who've studied it deserve a higher paycheck, but they have to let the public know that they're better teachers.